Tufts University men's lacrosse team winning their fourth Division III national championship in program history in May. But now, 5 months later, several of those players are dealing with a life-threatening condition after an intense workout. 12 players have been diagnosed with rhabdomyolysis, a rare condition that can happen after excessive exercise. 3 are still hospitalized. All 12 participated in a voluntary 45-minute workout that the team conducted, led by a Tufts alum who'd recently completed a Navy SEALs training program called BUDS. The BUDS training that the U.S. Navy SEALs participate in is thought to be one of the most grueling in the U.S. military, if anywhere. Rhabdomyolysis happens when muscles break down, possibly even disintegrate after a strenuous workout. The damaged muscles can release a protein that can lead to kidney damage. And according to the Cleveland Clinic, it can be life-threatening if not treated quickly. Tufts University has postponed all team practices. They've appointed an external independent investigator to review what happened. But I got to understand more about this, about the condition, about the workout. Joining us now, Dr. Layne Norton. He's a former professional bodybuilder and International Powerlifting Federation champ who holds a Ph.D. in nutritional science, and Rob O'Neill, former Navy SEAL and host of the Operator podcast. All right, Rob, first let me ask you from the Navy SEAL perspective, what the heck is this workout? And do you have any sense of what it might have been that these Tufts players went through?
I'll be honest with you, Dan. I went through SEAL training, basic underwater demolition SEAL training in 1996. I'd done over 400 combat missions in 120-degree deserts, and this is the first time I've ever heard of rhabdomyolysis. I don't know what they were doing for 45 minutes. Hell, we go through Hell Week during SEAL training. It starts on Sunday. It doesn't end until Friday. It's basically 120 straight hours of very intense training. At SEAL training, it's a mile from where we work out to the chow hall. So on an easy day, you get to run at least 6 miles. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know if it's a question of not being in the right kind of shape, if they were dehydrated, maybe they were out partying. But I mean, a 45-minute workout, I'm 48 years old. I'm pretty sure I could stand on my head and hum Anchors Away while eating dirt and be fine in 45 minutes. I don't understand what they did. Now, I wasn't there. But I mean, burpees for 45 straight minutes, that would suck, but it shouldn't hospitalize you. Again, I wasn't there. These are tough guys. Lacrosse guys, especially at that level, at Tufts, should be in peak physical condition. So, and I'm sure if it was supervised, safety is paramount. But I'm just they won't release any details on the workout. But I'd be very curious what you could do for 45 minutes to end up in the hospital.
All right, let me ask Dr. Layne Norton that. You got any ideas?
Yeah. So, Rob's right. In trained athletes, it's pretty rare to actually get rhabdomyolysis because when you train, the muscle protects itself from subsequent damage. It's called the repeated bout effect. And so it is relatively uncommon for rhabdo to strike trained athletes. Now, where it can happen is if they're used to one style of workout and all of a sudden it drastically changes and they do something way different than what they're used to and adapted to, that can cause rhabdo. But also when we say rhabdo, that is a broad range. For example, CK levels or creatine kinase, which is something that leaves the muscle during damage, and it's used to assess in studies levels of muscle damage. Over 1,000 is considered rhabdomyolysis. Now, I'm sure, I've seen it in many research studies that people have been over 1,000 with no symptoms. It's not considered severe until it's like 5 to 10,000. And you usually don't see like the really dangerous stuff, which is, kidney failure, until you get well over 20,000. So without really knowing that, it's really hard to know like how severe were these symptoms. It could have been something like, muscle swelling and tenderness. And, they could have just been exercising a lot of caution. But, I do agree with Rob that it would be relatively uncommon for a 45-minute workout in trained athletes to induce, severe rhabdomyolysis.
Well, but then again, look, a typical, workout can be deadly. And when I say deadly, I don't mean it literally. You can have a very, very hard CrossFit workout that can last, let's say, 22 minutes, right? Where if you don't get a break or sufficient breaks, you're beyond just panting, right? It's really, really tough. And, you double that, and that may be what we saw here. I mean, in 2011, 13 Iowa football players were hospitalized for rhabdo after an off-season workout. 5 years later, the university paid $15,000 to settle a lawsuit brought by one of the players. So it's not unheard of, right, Dr. Norton?
No, and I think what the population you typically see this in are people who have been athletes in the past, who are used to training really hard, who have gone through a period of detraining. So when you go through detraining where you haven't trained as much or you've been off training, the muscle kind of stops protecting itself, for lack of a better term. And since they know how to push themselves and train hard, they then go back, maybe go, too hard for what they're adapted to, and that can induce rhabdomyolysis. In fact, in the people that you see it get it really severely, they tend to be people who have been like high-level athletes at one point, or they had a heavy labor job at one point. They know how to physically exert themselves, like they know how to mentally go to that place, but their body's not conditioned for it, and they just have, very high levels of muscle breakdown, which releases these proteins and these, electrolytes, which can, at worst case scenario, cause an arrhythmia and even stop your heart.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your screen. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.